On today's live TV, making the most of our business customers, and we see how colleagues are limbering up for the Olympics.
Good morning. Our business banking team service a wide range of customers, from entrepreneurs and sole traders to home-based businesses and companies who import and export products overseas.
Since April, business specialists have actually become part of the commercial banking family, so they're actually best placed to help serve those customers with the greatest potential to grow.
In order to continue to be a successful business, we need to make sure that we support, nurture and grow our small business accounts. We went to talk to Gail Lacey, Business Banking, to find out more.
We want to continue to be the best place to bank, and to do this we need to adapt and change and make sure we have the right people in the right places. And that's really why from the 2nd of July we've implemented the new structure with dedicated business specialists reporting into commercial banking. In terms of the new model, we're going to have 3 different types of branches. The first type being a full coverage branch, which means we have a dedicated business specialist or maybe more than one specialist based there all of the time. The second is a clustered branch where there will be a dedicated specialist there for specific days during the week, covering either 2 or 3 branches. And then we have the third type where there's no dedicated business specialist and we have the RBWM presence. We recognise that people go on holiday, people go off sick, people go on training courses, and in some branches there might be 1 or 2 people who can have the accreditation to offer service to our businesses, and the business specialists will have to coach and help those people develop. One of our recently appointed regional business specialist managers for the Midlands is Jennifer Crawley, who currently is the retail branch manager for Bedford branch.
The branch team will be responsible for the day-to-day business customer enquiries, transactions. The branch team also will be using all the other channels that are available. So it may be that we're promoting internet banking more to the customers or telephone banking. The more complex queries and questions will be filtered through to the business specialists. The business specialist, Magda, and the LBM, Phil, they work very closely together. It's something that has assisted Magda with her skills and her knowledge. They go to see clients together, and that's built Magda's confidence, and what it's meant now is that Magda is quite comfortable now to actually go out and do that herself.
So from July, I'm going to be working 4 days in Bedford, 1 day in Newport Pagnell. My colleagues downstairs will know where to refer the customers to. That will give them confidence with booking appointments. They will know straight away what days I will be around, what days I want.
In most of our branches, our footfall has reduced. So actually it's really important that we're out in the community. It shows that we're open for business, and actually we're happy to come to customers as well. And we have won a lot of business that way.
I run a health store for 16 years, and first of all when I bought it, it was just a food shop. And we were getting more and more people wanting alternative remedies. So it was customer demand really, that led us onto that, and it's gone from strength to strength. I've been with a particular bank for a number of years, and I was approached by Magda, the business specialist, and I was quite surprised actually, because normally in business you have to go and approach bankers. She asked us if there's anything that we can help you with. And things went from there, and basically HSBC took my account from another bank. If a customer walks in and they ask a very complex, in-depth question, and they have a particular product and they're not sure whether they can use it with certain medication, then we can go and speak to someone who's a biochemist or someone who has that knowledge on the product, and we will get a yes or no answer on it. The most important thing is the customer gets the answer that they really want to hear, and that is, can you help me, really? Because that's what people are looking for. They want the knowledge and the service, and they want staff that know what they're doing. And that's why specialists are important.
The business specialists are still part of the branch family, and it's really important that we keep that relationship that we've had before and we don't lose it. And actually this is something for us to build on.
I think it's an amazing opportunity for us to really offer the best possible service to our business customers. They get a really dedicated business service by business specialists, people who really know about business. A bit like in Premier, where Premier customers have a dedicated Premier relationship manager. The most important thing is that we work as one team, that CMB and RBWM are really joined up, and we are one team. For the customer, it's HSBC. they only think it's one bank. So we need to really make sure we do everything we can to collaborate together to offer the best possible service to our business customers.
Now for the latest news from across the bank.
Sadly, the Brighton North branch lost a colleague to epilepsy. In memory of their friend, they've been fundraising for the Young Epilepsy School in Surrey.
Unfortunately, in May last year, we had a colleague called Alex Griffiths. He died of an epileptic seizure on a course. We're all very sad about it. Alex was very young. So what we decided to do was channel that energy into something positive to raise money for the charity. The Boathouse project involves going up to the school in Lingfield, and basically there's an area next to a pond and they need something doing with it really so the students can learn outside. It's good for their senses more than anything. So what we're going to do, we're going to knock down some constructions, going to put a gazebo there as well, level the floor out so the students can learn outside.
The Olympics is less than 3 weeks away, so here on Live TV we've been celebrating with a few of you who have been picked to volunteer as games makers.
I've always dreamed about being involved in the Olympics. I'm never going to do it as an athlete, never in a million years, and this is sort of my way of getting involved. I'm part of the event services team at the water polo arena. It can range from greeting sort of visitors to the venue, checking their tickets, telling where the toilets are. I also was part of the water polo test event earlier in May, so I've had a bit of a test run for what it's actually going to be like on a day-to-day basis, and it's really exciting. I can't wait until my first shift.
From the 18th of July, you will no longer be receiving paper copies of your payslips, but you will be able to see them electronically through the MyHR desktop.
And they'll be available 3 calendar days before payday, and you'll be able to access them online for 2 years.
Tracy Haynes, a business specialist at Lakeside branch, hit gold recently with a winning Best Place to Suggest idea. She wanted a new flyer in branches aimed at potential business banking switchers. The idea was piloted as part of CMB Sale. Well done, Tracy.
And finally, we love to read your stories and suggestions about things to be on Live TV. We'd also like to hear from you if you think your branch could feature in one of the shows. Remember, it's your programme, so get in touch.
Now that's it for this week. Next time we'll be joining our leadership team.
Until then,
Goodbye.